r/AskReddit. Redditors who went to school with a celebrity, what were they like before they became rich and famous? Zac Efron went to a neighboring high school. He dated a girl from my school for a while. I remember him coming to some school dances. My wife was also in his grade at his school. He was a bit nerdy, but a nice guy. Pretty much just a normal dude from nowhere that ended up mega famous. My dad went to school with Vanilla Ice. He said he was nice. You meant for that to rhyme, didn't you? Went to middle school with Raven Simone. Post Cosby, pre That's So Raven. She was just a normal kid, but if you asked for an autograph / made a big deal about her, you got detention. I went to Northwestern with David Schwimmer. He lived with my best friend in a house after graduating. He's an outstanding actor with a huge range. Only actor ever to make me tear up in the middle of a play. Too bad he's been so typecast now. Nice guy. Frank Abagnale is my dad's cousin. We were at a family wedding, and he was telling us, yeah, they are making a movie about my life. Leonardo DiCaprio is playing me. He's a professional liar, so we all just laughed at him. Then Catch Me If You Can came out. This is my favorite one so far. How'd the family react to the movie? They didn't catch it. Tom Hanks was in this Midwestern theater troupe way before he got famous that visited my mom's high school. I believe it was a specific workshop for the school's theater department where the students got to work with the visiting actors. She and her friend both thought he was the best one in the troupe and also thought he was insanely nice. Edit. This was in Doylestown, Ohio if anyone's curious. Not a super famous connection, but Avril Lavigne, Canadian musician, was the Batgirl for my baseball team. She was a cute kid and respectful. It was years later, when she had a hit song, that I realized it was actually her. Mom knew R. Kelly and was even in the video Summer Bunnies, but very hard to spot out, but she's in there. She said he was dating her friend and always made fun of him. She also knew Common and has her as a friend on her private Facebook. They still talk from time to time. My dad is not amused lol. R. Kelly, yikes. I know right. My mom said he was a creep then, and an even worse one now. I'm glad she kept away from him. James Corden. God, was he a show off. When a bunch of 10 to 11 year old kids are trying to get a school play together, it helps if you don't start making up your own lines and throwing everyone into a state of utter confusion. My close friend _s high school was the rival of the high school that Ariana Grande went to in Florida. Her high school was considered a rich kid's school. Apparently she was pretty popular, was always involved with and good at music and theater, but was completely stuck up and kind of mean. Not sure if this is true, but that's what the rumors were. She left at some point to go beyond victorious. Cool. A topic I can contribute to. Went to high school with John Legend. He was a year older than me. He was clearly very talented, lead role in most school plays, musical acts at talent shows, etc. But he was basically just a really nice, humble guy. I wasn't friends with him, but I was an athlete who hung out with a theater crowd. I helped on set construction and sound for shows. He was a basketball fan and came to most of our school's games. His cousin was also on the team and a year younger than me. I was in Drake's class for grades 1 to 4. We weren't super tight, but we got along okay. His mother was always taking him out of school to go to auditions and TBQH. It never really seemed he was feeling the whole stage kid thing back then. Not that he seemed to hate it, just that to him, it seemed more like an errand his mother often took him on. Though he later seemed to grow into it, so good on him. I haven't seen him since then, so I don't know what he's like IRL these days, and I hope he's happy with whatever he's up to, but I will say that I'm totally incapable of buying his stage persona. I remember little Aubrey Graham as, if anything, kind of a goody two shoes. Quick to remind other kids of rules nobody else saw them breaking, inclined to take the teacher's side if he overheard other kids complaining about her, that kind of thing. Assuming he wasn't faking an accent the entire time he went to elementary school, I gather that is not, in his case, a safe assumption. I can also confirm that Bud's natural accent and dialect is indistinguishable from any other middle-class white kid from Toronto. Not a celebrity, but I went to middle school with a guy named Kyle. If you're reading this, I fucking hate you. You better give me my Game Boy back, you little squirt. I know that you have a crush on Sarah, and I swear, if I don't have that Game Boy in my hands by Tuesday night, I'm gonna tell her.